Sail Grand Prix in Christchurch. I don't know about you, but for me, that was the most incredible racing I've seen.
Welcome to the breathtaking Littleton Harbour on the South Island, New Zealand. This is the hottest ticket in town. Dips the nose.
Oh, they're out of control. The aggressive move. Oh, the Kiwis are pushing it so hard.
Oh, France does get a penalty.
Wow, that was so tight.
And at mark number 1, it is all on here in the big final at the ITM New Zealand Sail Grand Prix Christchurch.
Another aggressive move from Robertson. Another mistake by Canada.
So despite the penalty, they made up the ground and a little history made in Christchurch as Phil Robertson will steer Canada to their first SailGP victory.
Oh, what a job by the Canadians.
One cool thing about this weekend's racing is that the fact that Canada bagged the win here in Christchurch means that we've had 5 different winners this season. Well, let's have a look at how that impacts the overall season championship. Well, Australia has solidified their spot at the top, followed by New Zealand, that are looking pretty comfortable in that top 3, but this is where things get tight. In third, we have Quentin Delapierre and his French team, pretty much tied, just 1 point ahead of Emirates Great Britain. Then things get tight in the midfield. We've got Denmark, who are just in touch with that top 3 if things fall their way, but then Canada is close behind in 6th, followed by United States in 7th, and then things are heating up at the bottom with 8th and 9th, Switzerland and Spain fighting it out for the wooden spoon. Well, Joel, I'm going to call it a win for the tech team. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think pretty amazing to put all these 9 boats together after what we've been through, and the structural testing of the New Zealand boat in the Warkworth factory, and then the Canadian repairs. I mean, it was a big feat from everyone, and then to go out there, like you say, with 20 minutes of sailing and straight into 9 boats. So, like, super happy and super proud of the team.
Oh, well, congrats to the tech team, and I'm sure that everyone's looking forward to a bit of a rest. We've got a little bit of lead time before Safran.
Oh, I sure am. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Joel. Good luck with the pack-up. Cheers. Bye. It's only been the 3rd time that Diego has raced their driver, so we might see if we can grab someone, have a chat, and see how the weekend played out from their eyes. How did your 3rd day of racing go?
Yeah, very good. Actually, conditions were perfect, no? And we're very lucky because we had the same conditions as yesterday, so we could build on what we wanted to work from yesterday, and we think we made huge progress, and yeah, looking forward to the next one.
What's the hardest part about being a driver in SailGP? You can say media, like.
Yeah, probably media, actually. No, just getting used to the boat with so few hours on it.
And are you looking forward to the next event? We got a little bit of time. What will you be up to ahead of San Francisco?
Yeah, we have some 49er stuff in between, and we will also get prepared for San Fran as well as we can with the tools we have.
Oh, well, thanks, Diego. I'm loving your bumper stickers on the back of the F50.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Tough weekend for your team. How was it from your perspective?
Yeah, I think the truth is it was the worst weekend we ever had in terms of sailing, and I think the result is not so we had bad results before, but we just sailed completely bad this weekend and had a lot of issues and just didn't get one. I don't think we had one leg where we didn't crash or didn't sail well, so that was painful.
How are you feeling looking ahead? I'm sure it's hard to be optimistic right now, but what's the feeling of the team?
I mean, for us, it's always been a long-term program, and bringing a Danish team up to the level of some of the other nations has always been a long-term. So we are, of course it hurts right now, but we're pretty quickly going to get back on it and try to figure out how we can be better in San Fran. I mean, we can't really sail in Denmark from now on to San Fran. It's not really an option, so we just got to find out how can we be better, because if we show up at this level in San Fran, we're going to get the same result. We need to improve. So that's the big question, how we get the next 4 weeks dialed in.
Oh, well, onwards, and we'll see you in San Fran.
You will see us in San Fran for a better result.
Well, Seb, it looked like pretty tough racing out there. Did you manage to enjoy it?
Yeah, a lot. It was honestly one of the best race courses I've raced so far, and yeah, good condition, good crowd, and nice wind, and yeah, we did good progress over the last 2 days, so yeah, really happy.
Looked like there were some really close moments. I know you had a bit of an interesting situation with America. Maybe talk us through it.
The leeward gauge, just a classic port starboard, so yeah, really disappointing, but we were on starboard, they came in on port, and yeah, they quite forced us to get away from them, so yeah, kind of killed our race after that, but we'll try to learn from it and see how we can make sure that even if we're on the right, we need to expect people to do silly things and make sure we do the best race possible.
Well, the US team, they had a bit of a roller coaster of a weekend, and unfortunately for them, the way the points fall, with Canada winning and them having a not so great event, they've dropped to 7th overall. It's been a bit of a whirlwind of a weekend for you, I imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. It was crazy just to hop right into racing on the bit, but the guys were super patient with me, and I really enjoyed every minute of it.
What was the best part of the weekend for you?
I think, just honestly, the first fairway. I remember Erica Reinecke saying to me before, she was like, hey, make sure you tuck your hips. And I was like, what do you mean? And the next thing I know, just the G-forces were so strong. It was super impressive, but it was great.
Well, a bit of a wild weekend for you guys, but next event in San Francisco. Can we expect you there with the team, and what can fans expect?
Yeah, I don't know. I know the team's ready to roll, though. It's going to be a great event for everyone. Be great to be back in the States for it, and San Fran's super exciting, so it'll be nice. Things got a little bit spicy in race number 5 in the pre-start, with Great Britain and France having a little bit of tussle and both having bad starts, which meant that Canada could sail through that finals.
It's a great start by Australia, but look, left of screen, Great Britain and France in that battle for the final. Ainsley went really aggressive at the French, tried to put a penalty on them.
We had the same mindset, like pushing hard and try to reach the very best. And yeah, you have to do it with energy, and sometimes the calls are a little bit too loudy, but it doesn't matter. I think all the team on board just enjoy it, and I think that's the right mindset for San Francisco. I mean, I'm not looking after the Brits for San Francisco, like doing a match racing or something, but for sure if we will have close racing against each other, yeah, I think it will be rough.
Emirates and GBR came in 4th this weekend, just missing out on a podium finish.
It's so tight going into the final, and of course, narrowing down 1 point, which we did, is quite significant in terms of San Francisco. So, whilst we would have loved to win this event, we didn't quite start well enough or sail well enough. But we'll go away and work on that, and there's so much to play for going into San Francisco. I think it was a fantastic event. I mean, just perfect sailing conditions yesterday and today, and also wonderful to see so many spectators come out, and so knowledgeable as well. And New Zealanders love their sport, love their sailing, and it's great to see that. And I think it's been a fantastic event here in New Zealand, and looking forward to next year.
Hi guys, fun fact about this weekend is that we trialled new electronic marks for SailGP. They were the bottom gate of the course. They're electronically powered and charged by solar, and they also don't need anchors because there's GPS coordinates, which means it's good for the seabed. And the other thing is that if the wind changes, if the wind moves, we can move the course really fast. So expect to see more of these around the racetrack in SailGP. Tash, it was a hard day to be a strategist. There were boats coming out of everywhere. So imagine you're pretty brain fried right now.
Yeah, slightly. The first couple of races were pretty good for us. As soon as you get clear of Mark 1, it's a lot easier on the race course. But yeah, the last one was a bit tricky. All good though.
Obviously, plagued with tech issues this weekend. A bit frustrating, but when you guys are on fire, you're on fire, eh?
Yeah, it was really nice to come back in the first 2 races today and just settle in and know that, yeah, everything's feeling good. And when everything feels good, we go really well. So that was relief.
And obviously, heading into San Francisco, confidence is key to 2 really good races and made that final. Are you guys feeling good ahead of the final in San Fran?
Yeah, I think everyone's pretty excited. We had a good day today, a good comeback, and we can't wait to hit the water again soon.
It was almost a fairy tale finish for the New Zealand team at their home event. They definitely pushed all the way to the end, but ended up second behind those Canadians. So we might grab someone, have a chat, how they feel about the result, and what a crowd it was. Well, Pete, you wanted to win, but the second's still all right for now, right?
Yeah, I definitely would have been nice to get a win on home soil at the first event in New Zealand, but no, it's just been an amazing weekend. I think our team really took things to another level around the racetrack, and to have a whole weekend not finishing outside the top 3 was pretty special. We thought we had a chance halfway through that last race to get a pass on Canada and take another win, but it wasn't to be, and they did a great job defending, so full credit to them.
And so many people around who were cheering you on in the grandstand, and obviously family and friends. Like, how special is it to perform in front of a home crowd?
Yeah, I mean, it's just blown us away, the support we've got, and I mean, so much to us as a team. Having all our friends and family, but also so many other Kiwis, other people from around the world, and not just from Christchurch, but even around NZ, cheering us on this weekend. It's been pretty amazing.
I imagine confidence is high. It must be super exciting to finally get to San Fran. There's been a lot of build-up.
Yeah. Every Kiwi that was watching today has reinforced to me is that you still beat the Aussies. So that's definitely a good one. But for us, getting a few more points on the French and British obviously makes our life a little bit easier going to San Fran, which to try and win the season, you've got to make the final. So it was a good weekend for us in that regard.
What an amazing performance by the Canada SailGP team, especially against two heavy hitters in Australia and New Zealand in that final. And what a final it was. Well, Phil, how good did it feel to win an event after, I guess the lower Sydney and then finishing on a high here?
Real special for so many reasons as well, and personal and team levels. It's been super cool. I think as a team after Sydney, that was real, and we've regrouped, we've come a lot closer as individuals and as a team, and to get a win, and our first win, and be it in New Zealand where it's incredibly special for me, is super cool. So dream come true.
Well, racing was absolutely epic out there. Did you enjoy it the whole time, or was there any stress?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I think as an athlete, you just go about your business and it's day to day and you do your thing. And I think probably the fifth race for us was probably high stress, where we had to sort of beat two boats to get into the final, and we were ahead of them and managed to extend on them. So to make the final was a huge relief. And then, the last race, it's just about going out there, trying to win the start. We managed to do that, and then just execute from there. And we pushed the boat bloody hard, and we had a couple of wobbles and one big nosedive, but we let the Kiwis into it, which is a shame, but also good. I think it was a bit more entertaining for the spectators and got the Kiwi crowd a bit more excited again. But stoked to silence that on the finish line.
Well, a huge congrats to Canada for taking out the ITM New Zealand Sail Grand Prix here in Christchurch. It's been absolutely incredible racing out there. I hope you've enjoyed it too, and we will see you next time in San Francisco.